Welcome to Culture No Cap. I'm your host, Eric Spencer, along with co-host Reverend Eric Helton in the building. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Nothing, brother. We're coming off of I don't call it, I guess it's a celebration. Last night from the Democratic Party. It was a meeting of the minds, I'll say. What do you say? How do you think it went?
I think it went well. Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, I think it went well. I mean, still, there's lingering bitterness or disappointment.
Yeah.
I don't want to be called bitter, but disappointment.
Yeah, it's a little disappointment there, but everybody a lot of people got it out. They were able to talk about their frustrations and disappointment, and I think there's a strategy moving forward.
Absolutely.
So that was the main. I honestly fired up about it a little bit.
It was good. It was good. The thing is, you just got to keep it going.
Keep it going. Keep networking. Got a lot of information. Got a lot of numbers.
Right.
That's the main things. To keep it out there. Keep the, like you said, point it out.
Yeah. Be visible. Be vocal.
Be visible. Be vocal. Exactly. So yeah, we might as well talk about the shenanigans going on with this SB 382. so those who haven't heard, the Republicans offered a bill for Hurricane Helene. That's what it was disguised as, but really it was to take away the power from the Democratic Party, particularly the governor. When you saw this, man, what did you feel?
Politics as usual.
Yeah.
That it's hard for me to believe that people put state over party. Because, I mean, all they did was put a bunch of stuff in so they can continue to be in control.
Right. That's what it was. I'll play a little clip. This is from Amber Baker, who's a North Carolina State representative.
Okay, so we thought we were just coming in to deal with the governor's veto and perhaps the third round of hurricane relief, but that was not what we dealt with. First of all, they gave us a 118-page bill for the relief bill. Very few of the dollars were directed towards continued relief, where $500 million was in there for vouchers. And then there was a whole plethora of bills stripping away the powers for the education department, judges being stripped away, powers being put under the newly elected Republican treasurer. It was just bananas. And I mean, the bill that did the most amount of damage was not even known to the people what the bill really was. So the bill came in as a dental hygiene bill, but then it was turned into a conference report, and a whole bunch of really crazy legislation was added and then sent over to the Senate. So the next step was for the Senate to approve that bill today. It will be going to the governor's office tomorrow. We expect that the governor will veto it. And we're scheduled to come back on December 2nd.
Yeah, shenanigans is what it was.
I mean, that's all it was. But let's try to sneak it in this way. Man.
Yeah. Always talking about morality and Christian values. That's a bunch of
it's all politics. It's all politics.
Yeah, it is, man. But we can't fail to mention that the Democrats, there were 4 Democrats that actually voted in favor of this for whatever reason.
Excuse me.
Again. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, peep this.
I'm listening.
I multitask. This is a very serious subject that we're talking about.
Yes.
I'm looking up at the TV.
And
the Dallas Cowboys are winning 27-20 with 21 seconds left.
Breaking news.
And Washington throws a bomb and the score is now 27-26.
Oh, damn. Are you serious? Wait a minute. Whoa. See, y'all gonna get beat. I turned it off. That's why we started recording. I'm like, oh, that's over. Y'all about to get beat. Y'all suck.
We terrible.
Y'all terrible. But let's get back on subject. Thanks for the breaking news there.
Yeah, that's good. Let's get back to yeah, anytime.
Yeah. So
I mean, the 4 Democrats that voted for, we heard that they were being petty, but it sounds like it's not a new thing for these guys these 4 to vote in that direction. So it makes me wonder, are they Democrats because the area that they're in votes Democrat and they're actually Republicans under the Democrat name? Or are they Democrats in an area that is red, so they have to vote for their constituency? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'll say the latter.
Not cool. Yeah, it's not cool.
No, not at all. And she also addressed that the 4 that betrayed the Democratic Party.
Their goal probably will be to try to overturn that veto. What also is important to notice is that we have 4 Democrats that voted with them. And so even though we anticipate a 1-seat majority in the upcoming session, we've got to begin to neutralize those Democrats that will continue to vote with the Republicans on some of this craziness.
Neutralize were her words.
Yeah.
Neutralize these Democrats. Yeah.
It's man, politics is just ugly.
Yeah, and it's getting uglier. Like with that situation, you expect your party to stick by you.
You expect your party to represent your party.
Mm-hmm. Didn't happen here.
It didn't happen. And I mean, they see all the crazy thing is they're doing this and they see that it's to take power away from Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
And they still do it.
Yeah.
And just for breaking news, they missed the extra point.
So what's the final?
Well, they just did an onside kick, which we returned for a touchdown. So pretty crazy.
Yeah, won.
Yeah, I don't see how we don't win.
Yeah.
It's only 14 seconds left, but I don't see how we don't win.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, big deal.
Big deal. But yeah, so they will neutralize, which means they're pretty much gonna take away, try to take away their power. Which they shouldn't have.
So and that's definitely what they need to do, because all they're trying to do is neuter the governor before he gets in office.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to do. Shenanigans, bull, games, sneaky, dirty. It's politics, right?
It's politics, which it's really sad. That's politics.
Yeah,
and they're all supposed to be working together to make this a better place. But it's politics. Too
much. The overall well-being of the American citizens doesn't matter.
It's party over people.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the people, we need to address some comments that were made about our last podcast, which we talked about several things, particularly the cabinet and Trump. And so let me be clear. Let me just say this before we start this and make it very clear that I don't speak for you. I don't speak for my co-host. Whatever my co-host feels, he's very articulate. He can speak his mind. I don't need to address it on the side through text messaging, through Messenger, through Facebook Live. I don't need to address it anyway. He can speak for himself, and I'm going to let him do so right here. This was addressed to you. And I didn't respond to this guy, friend of mine, but I'm not going to respond because I feel like you need to address it. The first, we'll break it down. First, he said, man, starts off, your boy. I'm going to take that for what it is. Your boy, man, your boy, Eric H. He said the whole country is racist and misogynist, question mark. I'm gonna let's start there.
Yeah, well, okay. Number one, I'm gonna assume that whoever sent that is a white male.
Yes.
Okay. So it's hard for me to explain to a white male racism and misogyny because they're the only people in this country who never experienced racism or misogyny. Is the whole country racist? It's a racist and misogynistic country. Not every person is that way. Well, what do you mean? When the founding fathers wrote the Constitution, they said that we're 3/5 of a human being. At the very beginning, we were not included in their thought process. This was a great nation for white males. Women weren't included in it. Period. So you got a racist foundation to begin with. Yeah, you made an amendment to the Constitution. Those are words on a piece of paper. That doesn't change a thought process. There's still a thought process of white supremacy, black inferiority that goes on to this day, that started back then. So yes, remember your first presidential elections was in 1785. Who voted for that president? White males. White women couldn't vote till 1920, 1785 to 1920. You made all kinds of hoops for black folk to jump through. It took the Civil Rights Act in 65 where we didn't have to pass a brown paper bag test and things like that. So it's all been lined in racism and misogyny. Yes, this country is racist and misogynistic. It's the foundation of this country. Sorry, it is what it is. We are still feeling the pain from back then. Oh, you wasn't a slave. Oh, you haven't had. You know what? Our parents dealt with Jim Crow. It wasn't that long ago. There is still residue from it. And every time that somebody tries to do something to even it up, white males say it's reverse racism.
Yeah.
But the same ones who tell you that racism doesn't exist, once you try to even it up, white males say it's reverse racism. How can you reverse something that don't exist?
Thanks.
It just is what it is. And the reason it makes me upset is because what he says after that.
I'm about to move on. Okay. So the next part he says, did he wake up and his entire world was different? That we have been receiving the past few years.
Wait, stop right there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stop right there. The fact that you asked, did he wake up and there was a cross burning, all of that, that tells me that whatever answer I give you, you're gonna poo-poo because you made it seem like you're gonna belittle my answer because you go from racist and misogynistic to they burning crosses in his yard. Did anybody say that? That tells me you are not gonna respect whatever answer I give. You're gonna have an excuse. The reality is, no, there wasn't a cross burning in my yard. But that doesn't change the racism and the misogyny that was underlying in this election. It just is what it is. But you're not going to like my answer anyway, and you're going to poo-poo it, so feel free to poo-poo it.
Right. And why does it have to be that extreme?
There you go. Why do you think
it doesn't have to be a cross burning in your yard? It's not somebody hanging from a tree.
That's what tells me. That's exactly what tells me that you're not, whatever answer I give, you're not going to respect because you take it to that whole extreme about a cross burning. You really don't care what the answer is. because you've never had to experience anything that's discriminatory against you. You've never had to deal with racism. You've never had to deal with misogyny. Like I said, anytime somebody says, well, they talk about DEI, you call that reverse racism because somebody's trying to even the playing field. So really, it just made you feel good to write that text and ask that question because you don't care what the answer is.
So he said, next part, so let's break down. He said, or were people really tired of the BS that we have been receiving the past few years? As you mentioned, inflation. Were people really just tired of inflation? Is it that simple?
If that's your only concern, then maybe you should look up how Trump is going to affect the economy as well. But if you were worried about the price of your eggs and not concerned about anything else, there you go. If everybody was so upset that everything's so high and they don't care about any other repercussions, there you go.
Well, that's privilege alone. Privilege is you only have to worry about that. Everybody else have to worry about other things.
We got to worry about everything else, but you can get your eggs.
So that's privilege alone. But all right, so he goes on. This isn't it. So he says, the country is weak and very poorly ran. We put more emphasis on the LGBT, he said alphabet people, that actually are the actual majority of the country, more than that. I think he meant more than the actual majority of the country. Nope, have a little connection issue. Yeah, but he's saying that we put more.
Here's the thing. Okay, the Democratic Party is interested in inclusion. We good? We good? What happened?
No, just having a connection issue. Not sure what's going on, but like I said, he says that we put more emphasis on the LGBTQ than the majority of the country.
So, first off, you know what I stand for. You know what I believe in. If there was such a thing as they're trying to make LGBTQ take over, do you think I would stand for it? Or do they want them to be included in because they're people?
Right.
A bathroom argument, I can get with you behind the bathroom argument. But do you feel, what percentage of people in this country are LGBTQ? But you don't want them to have any rights. Is that what you're saying?
Sounds familiar.
It sure does, doesn't it?
It does.
That's why. Come on now. You know, the fact that you call them alphabet people means you don't take them seriously because that's a Jason Whitlock type of thing. So you don't respect them anyway. That's you want to say that this election hinged on Kamala's for they them and Trump's for you. If that's what you want to believe, go ahead. But even that is a discriminatory thought process. Shouldn't everybody be treated the same?
Again, this goes back to privilege. Again, you're looking at yourself up here, and they're down here because you're the majority. Right.
And you can't make somebody who's privileged understand these thoughts unless they want to. And clearly, this person didn't want to. And that's with no disrespect intended at all. I can't expect you to, unless you want to understand, but you rather just call me bitter and angry. Yeah, I was bitter. Yeah, I was upset. Because
I called you bitter.
Well, yeah, my wife called me bitter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's because of the undertones of what happened. People talking about, oh, you don't vote for that woman. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Because go ahead, there's something else in there I want.
Yeah. So next he says, tired of the crap, the majority. Okay. He says, is Trump perfect? No. But he doesn't put up with the media and the BS that they constantly promote. He can be a baby. Oh, go ahead.
You don't put up with the media because they call him out on what he does. That might have been the JD one. I thought we weren't going to fact check. They call him on his lies. So of course he's going to call it fake media. Because they call him on it. Okay.
Yeah. So he says that he can be a baby, I'll admit, but was a far better option. She had 4 years to prove herself and has barely ever been seen because even the Democratic Party didn't want her out there.
So she had 4 years to prove herself. Was it the Harris-Biden administration?
No.
Or was it the Biden-Harris?
It was Biden-Harris.
Was she the vice president, right?
Yep.
How many vice presidents had pushed an agenda? Go throughout history and tell me how consequential the vice president was. Or was the vice president there in case the president died?
What did Mike Pence do besides running for his life on January 6th?
Exactly. Or sit there with a fly on his head during a debate.
What? Yeah. The vice president is just there as a backup.
Yeah, so that's just something that they pushed to try to get that guy who was the far better candidate. Okay, here we go. 34 felonies. Liable for sexual assault. Started his presidential run on a racist platform saying Obama wasn't born in America. We had 4 years of him. And in 4 years of him, when something tragic happens and a fool does it, he says there are very fine people on both sides. When the police kill an unarmed black man and we protest, he doesn't say there are very fine people on both sides. He says when the looting starts, the shooting starts. This man who had 4 years in office said he was going to get rid of Obamacare and have something better. He took them 4 years, didn't get rid of it. Had 4 more years while he was out to think about replacing Obamacare, didn't have anything. Now he's got concepts of a plan. Took him 8 years and he still just got concepts of a plan. This man was given $400 million by his father and filed for bankruptcy 6 times. That doesn't make him a smart businessman. That means he makes very bad investments and very bad decisions. This man had an insurrection because he's the only person out of all the votes in 2020 who got cheated. Everybody else, theirs was fair. This guy does not respect the Constitution. This is your best choice? This guy who says tariffs is my favorite word? So all he's gonna do is run up the price for everything. This is by far the better choice.
We about to feel that.
We about to FO. Yeah. This is by far the better choice. No, it's not. This man who got Biden out of the race because he was too old is about to be the oldest president we've ever had. And if you think he's not in cognitive decline, you have not watched anything that he's done. But he's by far the better choice. over somebody who was vice president, who was attorney general, who was a senator. But he's the better choice? No, he ain't. He's the white man. Going against a woman. It don't have to be a black woman. Going against a woman. That's why y'all like him. Because he doesn't call out racism. He let y'all do whatever y'all want to do and say whatever y'all want to say. Because the people from January 6th who were insurrectionists in his mind are hostages. Man, get out of here with that. And I'm not trying to be bitter, but don't be trying. Y'all explain stuff away. He was not far and away the better choice. And oh boy, he had a good economy that was Obama's. This man ignored Obama's crisis response and killed 1 million people with responded to COVID. But this is your better choice. But you got a $1,200 stimmy check that he held up and signed his name on. Now. Man, get out of here with that.
So I hope he's clear on everything.
And these are my words and my opinion. If you want to respond to Eric and tell just know he won't respond, and he'll let me know, and we'll have him again. We'll have a conversation again. I'm not speaking for him. I'm speaking for me.
Exactly.
And this is how I feel.
Yeah, which is fair. And that's why I was like, I'm not responding to this. This is, again, he's talking about you. And I got my opinions. If he wanted my opinions, he should address what I said, things I said. And we're on the same page as far as we know she was a better choice. We talked about the flaws in the campaign. Yeah, there were flaws there. But come on, this guy.
And for you to say by far the better choice, come on now, man.
Let's not do that.
He by far the whiter choice. The more male choice.
And just say what it is.
I mean, that's all it is.
Say it. Just say it, though. Just say, like, all right, we want a white man in office. We want somebody that we can relate to, that looks like us, that sides, doesn't say things are racist, doesn't call out racism, because we don't want to hear it. We don't want to feel the embarrassment of it. Just say it. Just say it.
Be honest. Just be honest.
I can respect that.
It's when you make all these other excuses. That's what angers me. Just be honest.
Yeah, it's fine. If you feel more comfortable with somebody, a male in the White House, say that. I feel more comfortable. That's fine. That's fine. Ignorant. Yeah.
Don't put her down to make yourself feel better, because just be honest. I want to see a white dude in office. I don't feel comfortable with a woman in office. Okay, that's how you feel.
Yeah. Hope that answers your questions and concerns. And I think he's gonna be all right. He might, and he is bitter a little bit. We said this. He knows he's bitter. We're gonna get through it.
Yeah. I am. Okay.
All right. But other than that, like you said, when things happen, we got to call them out. Just like this. Apparently, the KKK has become an informative organization. Who knew? Let's play a clip.
Hundreds of residents in Northwest Indiana woke up to find KKK flyers papered across their lawns, their doorsteps, and their cars. The Trinity White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan have claimed responsibility for the flyers, saying they're merely informative. The flyers advise undocumented immigrants to leave the country before Inauguration Day or face deportation. The flyers were distributed in Valparaiso, Michigan City, South Bend, and several other Indiana communities, including outside of Indianapolis.
America.
There you go. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is KKK a racist organization?
You being serious right now? Of course.
I mean, how could they be? I mean, I'm just asking. This is the type of stuff that we're going to see more of.
Yeah.
Because people who support a certain fellow feel emboldened to do certain types of things. This is one of the things I was scared of. So, once again, is the country racist? I mean, but as a whole, the nation is racist. Everybody in the nation is not racist, but you got a bunch of racists there that feel emboldened. because the man is not going to tell the racist when the looting starts, the shooting starts. He's going to say there are some fine people underneath them hoods. Yeah. And they're going to feel emboldened.
And that's exactly what this is. This is intimidation. Clearly,
exactly
they're trying to intimidate.
That's exactly what it is. And they feel, it's funny how that came out. That happened after Trump was elected, because these people feel like they can do that stuff now.
Yeah. And we'll see more of this, unfortunately. I hope not, but we know it's out there. KKK. We ain't heard from the KKK in years, right?
It's been years. But we're back now.
Yeah.
Proud Boys will be back out too, you'll see, which they never really went anywhere. Yeah, they're gonna be having stuff too.
But they said it was informative information they were just giving out.
Basically, get out before we get you.
Yeah, yeah.
So for the commenter, get out before we burn crosses in your yard, because they just might do that.
Yeah, but it's their own brand. I will give that. That is on brand for the KKK. The cross burning. They just moved on to now putting,
they're expanding their portfolio.
Yeah, they're expanding the KKK.
Man, this is a world right here. This.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why we had to address those comments. And there are other comments. We talked about the cabinet. We had someone say that it's not about diversity. Why is it not about diversity? Don't you want representation?
Well, here's the thing. And even if you say it's not about diversity, are you going to tell me that every person except for Hood, it's always Hood, that there's no black people qualified? Or that the white people are always more qualified? Always?
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
Y'all be the type to pick Larry Bird over Michael Jordan.
Just because.
Just because. Hey, now notice, Larry Bird's great. He ain't Michael Jordan. But y'all be that type because he's a white dude. You're going to tell me that there are no black folk.
Yeah.
But y'all can run Hood.
Every time. Yeah, they just put somebody. Turner, he is now the Hood guy.
I mean, and you look at these people he's picking, these sexual assailants, allegedly. But you can't find no black person they couldn't do something other than Hood. Man.
He got a few minorities on there.
I said black people. I'm done with that black and brown stuff. I'm done with that black and brown stuff.
What about person of color? Do you like that one?
Nope.
No. Oh.
I'm done with that.
We should have been done with that. I knew this was gonna happen.
We really should have been done with it. But yeah, I'm done with that. Because we'll fight for them, they won't fight for us. I'm done with that. So I mean, but we're wrong in pointing that stuff out. And how dare you say that anytime that a black person is hired, or even a woman, notice they ain't said that about the women that they put on the cabinet, that it's a DEI thing.
Yeah, DEI.
As if they can't be qualified on their own. Mm-mm. It's because DEI. You know what? That's that privileged white male mindset.
And I will say a black person said this. They said that they're not concerned with diversity. They want the best people. And I get that, but you can't tell me that there's not. Yeah, you can't tell me that aren't black people that are qualified for these positions when you have Dr. Oz and
Linda McMahon.
The Fox cast of Fox and Friends.
You know, Linda McMahon doing stuff like the WWE. I mean, next thing you know, she'll pick Vince McMahon too. So you're gonna tell me that you can't find anybody black any better?
Right. There are 3 spots, open. Vince could get a spot.
Yeah, because I tell you who won't.
Who's that?
Tom Scott.
Oh yeah, he's not. And Byron,
get out Donalds.
Man, and of course he defended it. His choice.
I mean, yeah,
he's lost. He's gone.
It's like the movie Get Out. He's in there somewhere.
He's gone. He's gone.
And this, but see, when we say this stuff, somehow we're the bad guys.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't fit the narrative of what they want to hear. Nobody wants to feel guilt for one. You can't, if you say there's racism in America, that's a form of like blame. We're not blaming you for racism, but we can't ignore the fact that it exists.
We're telling you the truth that it exists.
It exists.
If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you.
Right. But it's offensive to some.
But clearly somewhere down there it does apply to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Even on a smaller scale, I wouldn't even say this is kind of stay in your place moment. We're gonna move SCBOOSEY. He gets snubbed by the CMA. Crazy transition, right? But yeah, he gets snubbed, and he has had 18 weeks at #1 for the song, bar song Tipsy. You heard it. I know you heard that song.
Man, what's a SCBOOSEY?
So never mind. So SCBOOSEY he's a black guy. He's a country singer, young guy. Came out probably last year, and he put out a song called was it The Bar, and it's Tipsy. Bar song. It's like a #1. Like I said, it's been 18 weeks of #1, and he was nominated at the CMAs, but he didn't win anything. And people are looking at like, all right, you trying to keep the black guy out of the CMA, out of country music, kind of like you did Beyonce. Yeah. No noms. So, but Cody Johnson, you know Cody Johnson? You listen to country at all? Or your country fan?
I know Cody Rhodes.
No. Cody Johnson. Champion. No. Cody Johnson had a huge song, but he won the album of the year. And this is what his producer said. Check this out. So the guy's name is SCBOOSEY, right? The black guy, right?
Yeah, he got a rapper name, but go ahead.
Yeah, he does. But listen to what the producer said about
it. It takes an army of people to make a great record, but I got to tell you, this is for this cowboy who's been kicking SCBOOSEY for a lot of years, y'all, Cody Johnson.
He said that Cody Johnson's been kicking a lot of SCBOOSEY for many years. Pretty much saying, hey, he's been kicking butt, and SCBOOSEY, he kicked SCBOOSEY's butt.
Why you got to bring SCBOOSEY into it? Why you being the fall winner?
Yeah, you won the award clearly. And granted, it wasn't Cody Johnson; it was the producer, one of the producers on the song. Cody was kind of in shock that he said this.
Right now, you know, like you said, this is not your place. This ain't your area. If I was you, I wouldn't be around here.
But it is like a wide open space. Like country music is, I would say, is rising. It's probably one of the top genres right now is country music. So why wouldn't somebody, we talked about how rap is dead pretty much, and they're not making as much money in rap as they used to. So why wouldn't a young artist go to country music to make his voice heard? And why not?
I just know
this reason.
Are you doing it for the art, or are you doing it for recognition?
I mean, clearly people like this song. 18 weeks, a long time.
So you're doing it for the art. Don't stress. Think about how Public Enemy was like, who gives a F about a Grammy?
Yeah. And he addressed it. SCBOOSEY said, nobody's kicking me around. You know, he's like, nah.
Yeah. That was an asinine comment.
It was stupid. Like, come on, like you won the award. Don't try to throw it in this kid's face. He's a young kid trying to do his thing.
Or is it you felt like SCBOOSEY probably should have won?
And the song, yeah, and the song was decent. It does sound like a rap. You remember the song In the Club Getting Tipsy? You remember that song back in the day? I think it was like, yeah. So he kind of played off of that. It sounds a little rappish, but it's country. It's in the country category. And I don't think they want rap in country.
So really, is it a country song?
It's a country song with hip hop elements, I would say. Yeah.
So it's not country.
It's not country, but it's country.
Which may have been why he didn't win. Now, the smart aleck comment by the producer, that's something different.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it may have been that they felt like this isn't country.
But
So
what's
it's not gonna get any awards.
okay? But clearly, Morgan Wallen won. I think Morgan, he uses 808 drums. He uses hip hop elements in his music. He
What
wins.
did Morgan look like?
Well, you know, he's a white dude, of course. So you saying the black man got to be country, huh?
Black man got to be Charlie Pride.
You got to be Charlie Pride, Darius Rucker type, right?
Yeah. I mean, because all of it is gonna be, they're gonna look at that whole picture. And like I haven't heard the song. I don't know. So I can't go based off that saying, hey, he should have won. I don't know. I heard either one of them. But so Cowboy Carter didn't get no nominations.
I'm not sure if she got a nom or not. No nominations. No nominations.
That's kind of weird.
Well, it wasn't that great.
I mean, the album sucks, but
the album kind of sucks. So, but
I thought based off it being Beyonce alone, because it had to be number one for some times.
That's what I'm saying. Record sales, I think, were fine. But let me look. I'm curious myself. Did it? Carter, CMA. Let's see. I don't, because they tried to make a big deal out of her performance. They were dogging her. Of course, there was some comments that they didn't want her in the CMA, which again, that was a country album, clearly.
It was a country album.
It wasn't great, but it was a country album.
It was a country album.
Yeah. But yeah, you need to go check out SCBOOSEY's song, man. I can't believe you hadn't heard it.
Yeah.
I mean, even in like the R&B or hip hop parties, that's a request. People want to hear that song, believe it or not.
Then clearly it's not a country song.
But it is. It's in the country genre. He's a country artist. He identifies as a country artist.
He ain't going by that now. He must be a lefty.
I'm just saying he identifies as a country artist. SCBOOSEY. Name. Terrible name.
Man, that ain't I'm not going
You got to hear the song first, man. Hear the song and we go from there. Hear the song first.
Well, see, here's the thing. I mean, that's fair.
Hear the song. And once you hear it, let me know what you think. It's called The Boss.
But the fact that they asked for it in hip hop clubs tells
because it's crossed over. It tells me it's a #1 song on the hot Billboard. So everybody heard it. They play on every station.
It ain't hip hop.
Are you a country purist?
I mean, I can live as long as it ain't bluegrass.
Merle Haggard, you and Willie Nelson, you like that type of country?
Yeah, George Strait.
Okay. Well, you
Tim
probably
McGraw,
won't like
McGraw's boy.
You probably won't like SCBOOSEY then. I'm going to put it out there. Probably won't like it. But let me know. Let me know in the comments. Y'all like SCBOOSEY? I don't know.
All I'm saying is if they ask for it in the hip hop clubs, it ain't a country song.
Okay, that's fair.
I bet you they wasn't playing Cowboy Carter well, they might have, but because
they probably I think
because it's her, but man,
Well, speaking of discipline,
without listening, I'm gonna say they got it right. I'm gonna listen, but no, I'm saying without listening, I'm gonna say they got it right. I'm also gonna say the producer was being a butthead.
Oh yeah, he was wrong for that one, man.
Yeah, one thing ain't got anything to do with the other. So
yeah. Well, speaking about people getting snubbed and in disrespect, let's talk. It's football season. Let's talk a little bit of football. Let's talk about Cam, man.
It's football season.
Yeah, for the teams that are good. Probably not the Cowboys.
I didn't even know it was football season.
Listen to what Cam said, man.
All right, people don't know this story, but I'm gonna tell it. I don't have no quarrel with David Tepper. I don't have no quarrel with nobody in the Panthers organization. I speak my mind unbiasedly, no matter who and what franchise it is. Last year we had a 707 tournament in Charlotte. Correct. We went into the Panthers facility, and you mean to tell me one of the greatest Panthers to ever play ain't up nowhere? I'm talking nowhere. Who brought it to my attention? My son.
Yeah, that was a little dramatic for that. That music in the background was dramatic. Then I mean, but do you feel like he's being left out of the Panthers like legacy?
Well, clearly, it's hard for you to write down the Panthers' history without including Cam Newton. He's, as far as I know, he's the only MVP they've ever had.
I have to look that up. You may be right. You may be right.
I mean, they've been to another Super Bowl, but they've only been to a couple. He got him to one of them. He was an MVP. He won more games in that regular season than any other Panthers quarterback. So the underlying question becomes, who you piss off, Cam?
You pissed somebody off, right? That's what
What you do? What you do? Because there's no reason for you not to be included in any of that stuff. If the only thing I can see is if it was showing current day players.
It's not.
But it didn't sound like it.
Steve Smith.
Yeah. Steve ain't playing no more.
Luke Kuechly. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. Yeah, so you done something.
Well, Cam. let's talk about Cam's. Let's talk about his attitude on the field. He was very.
But they loved it.
They loved it when he was winning.
Yeah.
People didn't love it so much when they were losing. When he was doing the Superman, they were down by 4 touchdowns. It just didn't look right, right?
But that doesn't change what he did for the franchise.
He made money there. Now he brought money. He brought notoriety to Charlotte for sure.
Unless Cam killed somebody, why is he not up?
I really think it. And let's not talk. I always go back to the Super Bowl against Denver when he didn't jump on that.
Yeah, he made a business decision. Didn't fall on the fumble.
If I was a Panthers fan, I'd be mad about that.
But Panthers fans was too busy saying that it was rigged.
Really? That's what they were saying? Why were they saying it was rigged? Oh, because of Peyton Manning retiring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But come on, though. Like, Cam brought the energy in the Panthers arena. Like, everybody was there to see Cam during that time. He was dabbing. Remember the dab?
Yeah, he made a business decision.
He was dabbing, man. He was dabbing. He won MVP. There's no way you can tell me this man shouldn't be included in anything that the Panthers do at this point.
Yeah, something between. He can say he don't have no problem with David Tepper if you want to. Something happened. There's some reason he ain't in there, and it's not because of what he did on the field.
There is a reason. He knows. He probably knows. Maybe it was people in the organization, like the player. Maybe the players didn't really fool with him like that. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, but you can't. Did the players fool with Jordan like that? Now this is weird. I'm not gonna. I done mentioned Jordan twice today. Did Jordan's teammates love him like that?
But Jordan, he won the rings.
What Jordan did for that?
It's about them rings, buddy.
Panthers ain't got no rings. Panthers ain't got none, period.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, like, if he had won a ring won a Super Bowl for the Panthers, he would be included. He wasn't able to get it done.
Ain't none of them other folk win the Super Bowl for the Panthers. Why they included?
Because of Cam's bravado.
I wonder if Jake Delhomme's in there. Man, if Jake Delhomme's in there. And
hey, Jake got him there too.
If Jake Delhomme is in there and Cam Newton ain't, Cam might go there and light fire to that place.
Jake is there. I guarantee you Jake is in there.
Now that would, man, I'd lose it. I'd lose if Jake is in there. And they might as well put Kerry Collins in there. Which
Ray Caruth.
yeah. Well, see, I guess the only reason Ray ain't in there is because what happened. If Cam had done something like Ray, then I understand Cam not being in there. Man.
Yeah. But
Cam, that's something you ain't telling.
But let me ask you, do you think Cam is a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Nope.
Dang. You answered that pretty quick.
I don't even think Eli Manning is, but he'll get in there because he won them 2 Super Bowls.
I mean, that's fair. 2 Super Bowls?
Yeah,
I can see that.
I can't sit there and argue, keep Eli out, keep Eli out, keep Eli out. I don't think Cam is one.
Why don't you think Cam is one?
I don't think when they say Hall of Famer, they used to always say, can you tell the story of football without calling this person, without mentioning this person? You can tell it without.
You can tell without Cam?
Yeah.
Can you? You talking about the history of the team? You just said
football.
You can't.
No, of the NFL.
Football. Okay, of the NFL. That's a good point. I mean, I can. Yeah. I can mention it without Cam.
I don't think he's Hall of Famer.
But it's because of the market of the Panthers. You think that's what it is? Because it's a small market?
That could have something to do with it. I think I think Kuechly would have a better chance of making the Hall of Fame.
People loved him. I would see more Kuechly jerseys than Cam jerseys at a certain point. So
if Cam deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, Tony Romo deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and he don't deserve to be in there.
So if he had won a Super Bowl, you think he would have deserved to be in there?
Romo?
No.
Okay.
Cam. If he had won that Super Bowl.
I think if he'd have won that Super Bowl, he probably would. Simply because of that year.
Yeah. That was his year. 2017. Was it 17? No, definitely 17. 2015.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. But I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. That doesn't mean he's not a legend. That doesn't mean he's not one of the greatest players in that franchise history. I just don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Wow. That's interesting. Well, he feels disheartened. You can tell. You can hear it in his voice. His son pointed it out. That's what probably hurt him the most.
That would have broke me down. Daddy, wasn't you supposed to be real good here? Why I don't see nothing? That would hurt, man.
Oh, man. Do they hang football jerseys? Do they hang the jerseys from the rafters for football players? Is that a thing? I don't even know. Well, I guess there's no rafters. It's
they have like Cowboys. They have a Ring of Honor.
Okay.
So
he'll be in.
I don't know that they I'm speaking of Cowboys. I don't know that they officially retire jerseys, but it's some jerseys you ain't gonna see nobody wearing. Or if they do, it's not gonna be just like you ain't seen no Cowboy running back wearing number 22. You might see another Cowboy wearing 22 on defense, but you ain't seen no Cowboy running back wearing 22.
Because of Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
But so nobody can wear number 1.
Oh, somebody can wear 1. Especially now, I'm surprised they ain't got somebody on the practice squad wearing it, just so they can still poo-poo in his face.
So who's? Go ahead.
There's an issue going on between him and the Panthers.
Gotta be.
Because you can't tell me that you forgot to put Cam Newton up.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? Yeah.
I can't remember the guy. Yeah, you can't tell me, man, that lies. You're lying to what you're doing.
Give me a top 5 Panthers players.
Your boy, keep pounding Sam. You know.
Oh, yeah. Sam.
You know.
I know. The one that has the
statue.
The
one who got died. Yeah.
What was the name? Gosh.
Kuechly.
Okay. He's 2. Okay.
I probably put Cam 3.
Okay.
4. Maybe Thomas Davis.
Mm-hmm.
5.
How you forgetting this man? I can't believe you're not gonna say Steve Smith. That's crazy.
I put Steve at 5. I would put him over any of those other guys, but Steve. Is Steve a Hall of Famer? Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think so. If not, I think he is.
Is he?
Steve, I think he is.
As much trouble as T.O. had trying to get into the Hall of Fame, is Steve Smith a Hall of Famer?
T.O. had some problems.
Hey, but they wasn't on the field.
He wasn't on the field, but off the field counts.
I mean, Steve Smith beat the brakes off his teammate. I don't know if Steve Smith's a Hall of Famer.
Look it up. Why I give my top 5. I give Cam number 1. I give him 1. I think I give him 1. Kuechly 2. Davis 3. What's the tight end? Olsen 4. And I give 5 to Steve Smith. Did I say that? Yeah.
How you don't put in, oh boy,
Jake DeLong?
Man, don't make me call you that word.
Jake in there. Who are you talking about?
Oh, the dude, the keep pounding dude.
Man, I ain't never see him play. Nobody watching the Panthers.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
He's not. Okay. Well, he will be. Oh, he
won't.
Watch.
He ain't gonna be no Hall of Famer.
Steve Smith will be a Hall of Famer.
Sam Mills. Why ain't you talking about Sam Mills?
Yeah, I ain't put Sam Mills. Hey, great player. I didn't really see him. Be honest with you. He's like Wilt Chamberlain. I never saw him play.
Wilt Chamberlain.
I didn't see him play. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not taking away from the man.
You didn't watch him play.
I didn't watch him play. I didn't watch him play in '96. I didn't. Sorry. But yeah. So he got snubbed. He got snubbed from the panel. He's like done. Nobody wants to see Cam. And he has a media, he has a podcast and he's in the media now. They don't even want to get him involved with that.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's why it's an underlying issue. There's something that happened there, Cam. I mean, you can tell us or you can not tell us, but we know there's something.
Yeah, because he might reach out, of course. Right?
Since you're a media guy, you might well tell us.
It's something going on, man. He pissed, like you said, he pissed somebody off.
Yeah. There's some stuff you did there, Cameron.
Yeah, he definitely did. Oh, okay. So you know what time it's Thanksgiving is on Thursday, right?
Right.
And we talk about being thankful, man. And what are you thankful for? What are you thankful for besides your new president? What exactly are you thankful for?
That's what I'm not thankful for. I'm thankful that things are as well as they are. I mean, it's last year. I mean, it's been a lot that's happened. So, even in my family, been a lot that happened. And I'm just thankful that we made it through another year. That God has kept us reasonably sane, which means I know that when you get your president, he'll keep me reasonably sane. I'll be bitter, but I'll be sane.
Yeah, be sane. And yeah, I'm thankful for that. I'm not thankful for that for him. But I am thankful that I think we will rebuild. I think we will use this as a time to empower ourselves and get better as a country. Like I said, coming off last night, I do feel fired up a little bit about it. I do feel like I'm gonna start networking with people who have the same ideals and ideas that I do, and start talking to them, and getting like we started the Surrey. Wow, I can't think of the name.
Surrey Collective Group.
Surrey Collective Group. Sorry, apologies. Surrey Collective Group. Recently, and we got a group together to talk about voting and things like that. It's inspiring. I think this will fuel people to get out and vote in 2 years. So there's hope there. And I'm ready. I'm fired up about it. So that's what I'm thankful for people that are involved in that. Family, of course. I'm thankful for you, and what you bring not only to this podcast, but as a friendship and as a brother. That means something. So, yeah, that's what it is. Man, don't stop that. You mean play the Cam music?
Please don't play the Cam music.
Wasn't that
Please
like,
don't play the Cam
man.
music.
That was awful. That was awful. But it is Thanksgiving, so we got to name some. We got to talk about food. We did this last time, but maybe it's changed. What are your top 5 Thanksgiving sides that you have to have on Thanksgiving?
Now, do desserts include sides?
No, we're gonna do sides, then we'll do desserts.
Okay. For me, stuffing.
Homemade, or can it be the box?
I can take either one, really.
Stove top.
I just like stuffing.
Okay, stuffing one. All right.
Macaroni and cheese.
Gotta have the mac and cheese. That's 2.
Let's see. See, this is a big yams. They count as a side.
Yams the side. Why wouldn't it be a side? What else? What do you think is a dessert?
Yeah, because it got to be a side. Yams.
Yams a side. Yams is 3.
That's all I need.
3.
I ain't got to get to 5.
You can't get to 5.
I ain't got to get to 5.
Well, you got just top 3 then. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna say mac. I'm gonna say stuffing or dressing. I'm gonna say greens.
See, I ain't a green. I don't really.
Green guy, you don't have no meat in it. Can't have no pork. Can't have no meat in it. But 3.
Potato salad?
Oh no potato salad. Nope.
You don't like potato salad?
No potato salad. Not a fan.
That's because Christy be putting grapes in them.
No, she don't put grapes in a potato salad. You don't put grapes or raisin in a potato salad. I only think she makes potato salad. Maybe that's why I never really had her potato salad. I don't want to either. Because if I see a grape, I'm a snap.
Yeah, that'd be the end. I'm about to throw it at you.
Yeah, I'm be mad.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could probably get to 5 because I'd put potato salad and mashed potatoes.
See, that's your 5 right there.
Yeah.
So I can put mashed potatoes. I'm with you on that one. I got it. Yeah, mashed potatoes are good. That's the only size I need. What about green beans? Green beans or green bean casserole?
Green beans.
So you don't do the casserole with the sauce and the little crunchy things.
No, green beans, please.
Do you do any casseroles? There was a debate in my house whether casserole was a white thing or black thing.
Chicken casserole. Squash casserole.
Oh, so you do casseroles?
Yeah. As I'm on a green bean casserole if I can just have green beans. Interesting.
So
you don't do casseroles?
You know I do. Nah.
Well, you said it wasn't a white thing.
Yeah, that's look, that's my wife's theory, actually. She said it.
Oh, yeah, so we eat casseroles. Yeah.
Y'all do?
Yeah.
I'm different.
Well, my wife, she make chicken casserole a lot.
Chicken casserole, okay.
I love squash casserole.
Squash casserole is underrated. It is definitely underrated.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I always say she got white tendencies, so maybe that's where it comes from.
Could be. That could be it.
Yeah,
it could be. I didn't know you're a casserole guy. I'm about to tell her. Maybe. Yeah. All right. So, the most overrated Thanksgiving food.
Turkey.
Turkey. There you go. You with me? Turkey. Turkey's got to be the most overrated. And of course, I don't eat meat. But
we don't even have it.
You don't have turkey, so you're ham. You're a ham guy.
Yeah, ham or chicken. Yeah, turkey's it's the only good thing about turkey is the next day having a turkey sandwich with mayonnaise on it.
That's it.
Yeah, turkey's not good. I don't like turkey.
Well, have you had it fried though?
Everybody says I've never had it fried.
So it does change it a little bit. If you fry, of course, if you fry anything, it's gonna make it taste better because it's gonna be greasy.
Yeah.
But I think it does add to it. Even that though is still turkey. It's overrated to me. It's overrated.
Turkey is number one. You know what number two is?
What's number two?
Pumpkin pie.
Hey, speak for yourself, buddy.
You like
I'm a sweet potato pie. I'm a sweet potato pie myself. Yeah.
There's a difference in pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie.
Yeah, that's another thing that's kind of
pumpkin pie is overrated.
Yeah.
Which one your wife like?
She likes both.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. We be sitting at work and those ladies be talking about pumpkin pie. How good?
Yeah.
What's wrong with y'all?
I think she likes sweet potato pie better actually, because we had this conversation.
Because it tastes better.
It does taste better. That little spice to that pumpkin, it's just not the same. It's not as good.
Yeah, not as good. To me, that's so overrated.
You know what else is overrated?
Cranberries.
Yams is overrated. Yes, I said it. Yams is overrated.
Watch your mouth.
It's true. Who agrees with me out there that yams are overrated? This is unless it's the casserole. What's that called? That's sweet potato casserole. Don't they have a yam casserole with the crust on?
No. We ain't that casserole in.
You ain't all in, huh? Like me.
Man, can't miss yams. Man, you don't want.
Man, take them yams off, man. Give me something else. Give me something else.
How about y'all have cranberries?
Oh, cranberry. Ugh.
They're terrible. You know, I said all that. You know what my favorite Thanksgiving side is?
What?
Deviled eggs.
Overrated. Yeah, I said
it. You must be out your mind.
Overrated. The deviled eggs is overrated, man. They stink.
Man. Yeah, they stink. So the chitlins, but I want them too. Of course, you don't want them.
Oh God, is that in your top? You got to have chitlins on Thanksgiving.
Man, it's hard though because I'm the only one that eats them.
So you get a whole trough by yourself.
Well, it's a lot to ask somebody to clean them things, and they ain't gonna eat them.
You ain't lying. That's a task.
And I've tried to clean them, and mine still be dirty.
Oh,
hey man, shoot.
Did you eat them? You ate them, didn't you?
Wasn't no corn in them.
See, man, you love them that much.
Cleaner than they was.
So you love them that much, you would eat them dirty. I mean, it's gut.
The first time my wife made me some, she cleaned them and she was cooking them, and I walked in the house and I ain't smelled nothing. It's a bad sign when they're cooking chitlins and you can't smell them.
I mean, maybe they weren't that dirty.
She cleaned the taste off of them.
She used bleach.
I don't know.
She used bleach.
I was like, man, these don't even taste like chitlins. You can't you clean the taste off of them.
So I've heard that you can use bleach. Don't quote me, but I've heard that people use bleach on
that.
Chitlins.
Don't sound healthy.
Neither the chitlins. But I'm just saying.
Man, I gotta leave here and get me some today. Because it takes 4 or 5 days for them to thaw out.
Oh, I can't believe you. I can believe you eat chitlins though. You sound like a guy like chitlins.
I love. Don't I look like a chitlin either? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. You a chitlin. But man,
everything is good on the pig from the rooter to the tutor. I eat pig's feet too.
In the jar?
I don't like to pickle pig's feet. I don't like them.
Oh, you got standards.
I don't like pickled pig feet. But you boil them or barbecue them, shoot.
Wait a minute. People actually barbecue pig feet?
Yeah.
You
man, them jokers is good.
On the grill?
No. You can barbecue them in the oven.
Oh,
I bet you could grill them.
Man, you ever go to a cookout, you see pig feet on the grill, bro, leave immediately. Leave that cookout. That is not for you.
I'm going to leave after I fix me a plate. Man, shoot, from the rooter to the tutor, it's all good.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, shout out to everybody on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. And make sure you unthaw your chitlins tonight so you can clean them all week.
It's going to take some days. It's going to take some days. And as long as your chitlins ain't got corn in them, they clean enough.
Oh, man. Let's talk about it.
You don't want to get the buckets. The buckets is the hard ones. The hardest ones to clean.
Wait a minute.
Them red
How
buckets.
do they come?
They come in red buckets.
Uh-huh.
And them jokers, they nasty. You got to squeeze. But then they come in like the bags where they say they're triple cleaned.
Mm.
Yeah, you still got to clean them 2 or 3 times. But yeah, those are a lot easier.
Wow. Oh, you got there's a science behind chitlins. Who knew?
This has been your chitlin minute.
You ain't lying. You could go on. You like daggone Bubba on Forrest Gump. You can fry them, saute them, fillet them. Jeez.
Ain't nothing like a good old chitlin.
Okay. All right. So as we approach the holidays, you may have family members that maybe they don't have your same political beliefs and views. I would say to you, don't talk about politics this holiday season. Avoid politics this holiday season. Enjoy your family. And what do you say to that?
If you can.
I knew it.
I mean, if you can. Because here's the thing. You don't have to bring it up. That don't mean somebody else ain't going to bring it up. So then what do? Sit there and just be quiet?
Just avoid the conversation. Let's say you brought up Trump and I'm a Republican. You start talking trash about Trump. I'm going to say, yeah, man, let's just not even get into that, bro. Let's just watch the football game and let's eat, bro. Let's leave that back there. Could you respect that and not talk about it?
Yeah.
You could. What if I said, man, anybody want to hear that mess, man? Shoot, he won. He's gonna.
It's all gonna be depending on how you say it.
He says, hey, that woman didn't win, and it is what it is. Pass me the turkey.
Yeah, then here comes the conversation. Yeah, there gonna be some conversations. There gonna be some yelling. Yeah. First off, you coming in this house looking for turkey, you're wrong anyway. Ain't no turkey in here.
All we got is casserole.
You can have some chicken casserole or some chitlin casserole, but there ain't no turkey up in this piece.
Hey, that might be a way. Chitlin casserole. You might be onto something, man.
Yeah, you gonna try it?
No, I'm not trying it. But I mean, you might want to try it.
Is it meat?
Oh, that's a good question. It's in an animal. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's meat. Part of the animal. Yeah, it's definitely meat. I don't know if it's not. I don't know, man. It's really not meat per se.
Yeah,
but I'm not eating.
I think you should put them on the list.
Chitlins?
Yeah, put them on the list of dues for Thanksgiving.
Do chitlins?
Yeah, no. Do chitlins.
That's disgusting, man. But again, politics at the table, and I don't think we'll run into that as much.
Yeah, I don't think we will.
But some families will.
Yeah, it's possible, but I don't think we will.
I don't think we will, but I think a lot of somewhere I was reading it might have been something you said. It's like TikTok. This girl was crying because she knows that her family doesn't even want her to come to this Thanksgiving because of her political beliefs. I'm like, wow, is it that serious?
That's a Trump thing. Then that's what you got, people throwing their family out over Trump.
Craziness, right?
That is insane.
But it could be the reverse of that too. Some people, but I'm just saying, what if because they're a Trump supporter? Like, do you want to hear Trump in your house? Let's say your son comes home and he's like, "Hey, I support Trump." Dad, you want to hear that?
No.
How would you address it? How would you address it?
Look here, we ain't gonna hear that mess while you're here. That's how we're gonna address it. We're not gonna hear that mess. Talk about this. I guess I ain't gonna say it the right way.
Apparently not.
I'm not listening to that mess while you're here.
But yeah, so just
keep
your
it used to be where we kept our politics and our wallet anyway.
We did. What year was that? That was like 2000 and what? I don't even know. 2008.
Yeah, I mean, we were happy when Barack won. And maybe that was, maybe that was the beginning of it. But that was time. Well, not even that. You didn't discuss politics at work.
Oh no, or religion, or politics. Really.
Now you don't not discuss politics at work and religion, because now, like the guy was saying yesterday, because now at church, people are telling you need to vote for Trump.
Or
don't vote for that woman.
Or
you know what? I can speak for me.
Okay.
I never told anybody who to vote for.
Good.
I try not to be political in the pulpit.
Good.
Now they're welcome to come on here and listen, and they'll know how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, after the election, express my disappointment. But I said we got to move on. So it's not from our pulpits that it comes telling you who to vote for and how evil the other group is. I just don't think it is.
I mean, I think it is.
Now we will call out Trump.
That's what I'm saying. So it's the same thing as telling people who to vote for or not vote for. If you bring up how evil somebody is, right? It's the same thing.
Well,
so should it be taken out? Should you avoid all politics in the church?
How do you take it out?
Just talk about the word, the Bible.
Here's the thing, though. You want to make, really, in all honesty, you want the word to be applicable to people's lives. And sometimes you want a modern day context. This is what's happening today.
So it's hard to avoid. That's what you're saying. It's hard to avoid.
It really is. So really, I don't think you should be telling people who to vote for, but you want to make the scriptures applicable to everyday life. Sometimes that calls you to speak on stuff. Now, which, and this I kind of, so now you've got people saying, well, we're going to teach the Bible in school. If you're teaching in school, I can kind of make it, I'm not trying to make it applicable. I'm trying to give you a historical lesson on it. But is it going to be taught right? No. You know why it's not going to be taught right? Because you can have teachers teaching the Bible like white people was in the Bible.
Well, that's where the historical part comes into play. It's got to be historical. It's
going to be skewed. It's going to be skewed.
Yeah. Are you comfortable with that though? Like,
no, I don't want them teaching it in the Bible. I don't want them teaching it
in school at all. That's interesting.
I mean, it would be nice in a Christian school. Yeah. At first, I don't know that it's going to be taught right. You're going to have people who don't believe at some point teaching you the Bible, and they don't believe the Bible. You're going to open the doors for other stuff to be taught, because I can't just teach the Bible. I'm going to end up having to teach the Quran and whatever other books, because when I do this, it's like I'm stifling people's religious freedom. You're not supposed to be doing that. Is that constitutional? Of course, the Constitution said we are 3/5 of a human being. But
well, technically, separation of church and state is not really in the Constitution. You know that? Technically.
Well, I just don't think it's going to be written. I don't think it's going to be taught right. I don't think it's going to be taught right. They're going to picture it like it was really the United States in the Bible.
But how different is that between teaching the Bible? I know what it means to me, what it means to you, but when you look at it from a historic standpoint, if they're teaching history, how is that any different? How's
they're trying to teach history?
Well, that's true too, but I'm just saying, like in general, it's the same thing, though, right? You agree that
because the Bible is a religious book, though.
It is.
It's a religious book with historical significance in it, but it is a religious book. So yeah, I think it'll end up being disastrous if you have people teaching it that don't believe it, that will truly whitewash it, that will leave. Now they want the Bible taught. So are they going? Well, yeah, that Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah, they'll really push that. They were gay and God killed them all. Yeah, because that's what the kids need to hear. I mean,
you think that's where they're gonna start?
I mean, yeah, I just think it's a terrible idea. How about this? I got an idea. It's novel. People might not have heard of it before. Teach the Bible at your house to your kids. Take your kid to Sunday school. Send them to vacation Bible school. Let them learn the Bible there. Don't trust that teacher. I don't agree with it.
I don't know. That's gonna happen. It's just
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen in some
and
areas.
like in Oklahoma, they're gonna have the Trump Bibles.
Yeah,
where you got the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the Bible. You can't tell me they're gonna have them kids thinking it's white people. All them people is white.
Well, it's kind of like we learned history. It was very limited to a degree.
And that, what limited history we learned, they don't want you to learn that anymore.
Yeah, it was limited because of time constraints. It was a lot going to it. The Bible that could be. I'm gonna go with time constraints for some. Others they just didn't want to hear. Want to tell.
Hey, what color was Eli Whitney?
Eli Whitney. He was black.
What did he make?
The cotton gin.
Did you ever know he was black?
I did.
From being in school.
No. Any black history I got is because I did my own research.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the time we lived in. Same for you, I'm sure. Your brother, me, that was just like what we liked. We knew, autobiography of Malcolm X, any Martin Luther King, any Langston, all that was stuff we wanted to do.
Yeah.
We wanted to learn.
And but see, I'm saying that to say that you're trying to end woke schools and take this stuff out of history. We ain't even learned that stuff in school anyway.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it was really never there. Anyway, it was never there. So that's why I say we empower ourselves to push our kids to try to learn this stuff on our own. Yeah. We're gonna have to. If not,
we learned about Harriet Tubman and Martin Luther King.
Yeah, who were slaves. Martin Luther King. Here we are.
There you go.
That's
we learned he had a dream. They don't even mention really him getting killed. We had a dream.
Yeah.
That's all we learned.
Yeah, it wasn't in depth. And like you said, it wasn't time constraint. It was
paragraphs.
Yeah.
And you want to take that out of schools.
Yeah, they want to take what limited knowledge we actually had. You want to remove that. And and they're gonna take money away. He said it specifically. He will take money from these schools to try to teach racism and woke and have a woke agenda. He said it.
Yeah, it's funny how racism doesn't exist until it's against white males. Like I said.
Yeah. And that's what bothers me about it, because like you said, this guy, he's a friend of mine, the gentleman who sent the messages. And I'm just like, if we're friends, how are my rights not important to you as my friend? How are my rights that could be in jeopardy?
And they are until they infringe on mine. They are until I have to pay 25 more cents for eggs.
Yeah, it's real.
That's
it's like
too much.
But it's too much. It's just too much. But seriously, like, if just like I have friends that are gay. I know people that are gay, I consider them friends. When somebody says that their rights are being infringed on, I can't just sit back and be like, that's okay. Hey,
yeah,
it's not right.
And my thing is, if gay people are getting rights, what rights are yours or those messing up?
You just don't want them to have the same rights. You want them to be less than you. Just say it.
That's it.
You want them to feel less. You want black people to feel less than you.
You're a bigot.
Right. You want people to feel beneath you. That's the make America great, is to go back. Let's go back in time.
Yeah.
Let's not let women in the military. Let's take them out of the military. Yeah, that was what was said.
That would be misogyny, though, wouldn't it?
That would be misogyny. That would be back. That would be America great again, right? That's part of it.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Yeah.
They don't want to say that.
We didn't wake up and this country was misogynistic. It's been that way, buddy.
It's been that way. And these are people with daughters. Like you and me. We have daughters. And it's sad that it's come to this.
Yeah. And it's almost like we don't think about, if it doesn't affect our daughter, we don't think about that, hey, this could affect our daughter. Because it really can.
Because you're not thinking, because people are thinking about now. We got to start thinking ahead.
That's right.
That's right. Why, yeah, Sir Collective, we're thinking ahead. We have to think ahead. It's not about us. It's about our children. It's about our grandchildren.
All we want to do is leave this place better than it was when we got
here. That's it. We may not see this. Martin Luther King, he did not see his dream. Never saw it.
Killed him, he would have, but
he didn't see it.
Yeah.
He didn't see it. He didn't see it. Y'all didn't kill him. True. But yeah, he didn't see it. But he still fought. He still fought.
He knew, he really knew he wasn't going to be there. He knew he wasn't.
Yeah, but we got to carry that same torch and that same mentality moving forward. Got to. Can't give up. We can't give up in 2025. We're not giving up.
No, we're not giving up. And that may come off as bitter from time to time. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. We're going to keep fighting, man. We're watching. We're going to point it out. We're going to call it out on this show. We're going to call it out.
There you go.
And address it and come back and take.
So you know that, folks.
Yeah. Take action, man. We can stop. Time to stop talking about it and take action. Take that how you want. Take it how you want.
There you go. That's right, bub. Bud.
Oh man, we're good pie, man. Leave us on a positive note, man.
Thanksgiving coming up. Be thankful for what God has done for you. Be thankful for your lot in life. No, you might not have everything you want, but you are better off than you could have been. And always be thankful. Be thankful for the small things. Be thankful for the big things. Be thankful that we are in a country that allows us to have these type of conversations and not have to worry about somebody coming knocking at our door. So just be thankful. Enjoy your family. And that's all I got to say about that.
And don't eat chitlins.
And I will. Well, if you don't eat them, clean them real good and send them to me.
Oh my God! Of course.
I'll take care of. I don't really like them fried. I'll eat them fried. But if you boil them up real good, I mean, they're gonna shrivel down to nothing. But yeah, do that.
Chitlin advice from Reverend Aaron.
And it don't stink if you pull the membrane out.
Oh my God. All right, man. Appreciate you as always, man. Goodbye.
All right, man. Love you, man.
I love you too, man. That's been another episode of Culture No Cap. Make sure you subscribe, like, do all the things. Peace.
Peace.